Have you ever freedived down a vertical shaft that just kept on going and going? No way to turn back because it was too narrow to turn around? Cave diving on one breath can be a bit tricky. The trick is to scare yourself shitless but not end up being dead.
Can we get a sailboat chasing down the sunset as we float round and round the globe?
This is Margarida, the normal one in a not quite normal marriage.
And this is Peter. He's a little bit different, which keeps me on my toes. Together we are on an adventure that didn't work out as planned, but we are fighting back, so come join us.
We have been picked up by a lovely local Jen, and she is taking us for a snorkel at a place called Eden's Rock and the Devils Grotto.
Underwater statues. Am I right? I don't think there's any statues.
I don't know.
Or maybe not. We'll see soon. Ready to go in.
Do you notice how careful I am doing my gear? Going slowly but surely, concentrating. Don't look at Margarida, just look at me, people, and you will learn something. That's right, this is a learning channel. Just kidding, nothing to learn here, just trying to steal the limelight from Margarida's bum. I know it didn't work, it's mesmerising me right out. This is my 24th attempt at this bloody voiceover. Check out this little soul. I'm not sure if you can see his colours, but being colourblind myself, his camouflage doesn't work properly. Working or not working? No good. I can see some canyons, easy stuff. We will save the caves and tunnels until we get a bit warmed up. There's no sense scaring myself shitless too quickly. There'll be no shit left to scare myself shitless with left. Ooh, divers! I could swim right over and grab their spare regulator and get some air from them. But last time I did that, it scared the shit out of one of them. Ah, divers, you gotta love them. They're top blokes too, people. But in the car park afterwards when talking to them, and I've experienced this before, they're not condescending or looking down on you, but it's almost like they sort of feel sorry for you, or they could lend you their gear, or you had enough money to buy gear so you could go diving and do their sort of stuff. So you don't have to keep on going up top all the time. And it's funny that because it's amusing too, because in reality, they are at a severe disadvantage because they've got all this big, heavy, bulky gear with all the weights and they're super slow and they can't really fit through, tiny little spaces. They'll probably argue with that one. They'll say, oh, I can do that. I can take off my gear and push it through and then slide in and then go and put it on again. Well, yeah, 5 to 10 minutes later after you've touched all the sides and it's all murked up. So it's a bit different. But anyway, horses for courses. I think I'm warmed up. I think it's time to scare the shit out of myself. Now, other people out there might be asking, why would I want to scare the shit out of myself? Well, look, I'm going to give you a little bit of personal insight into the Pluckmeister. I don't take any sort of recreational drugs at all. I don't even like to take headache tablets. Now, you're probably going, yeah, pull the other one, Plucky. And look, I don't care if you believe it or not. I know it, and that's the most important thing. So all of my activities, I don't need this fantasy rubbish. I can hit my fantasies by getting stuck in a cave at 20 metres or 10 metres below and scaring the shit out of myself. I want to get out of it and I go, oh, far out, that was pretty good. So it's all good like that. Sorry about that, I had to cut it there. The clouds came over and literally pissed down. Now, where was I? My activities, and I've also got Margarida. The good thing about the activities in Margarida, there are no side effects at all. Well, side effects with cave diving at depth is you could die a horrible, lonely death, absolutely terrifying, but you just try not to. And there's no real side effects with Margarida. It's more like collateral damage. Anyway, one of my main aims in life is to scare so much shit out of myself that in my last dying breath, the last 3 seconds, there's no more shit in me to be scared out of. Okay, I'm all warmed up. I saw a bit of a crack, so let's follow it and see if we can scare the shit out of myself. That's a nice deep dark hole right there. No spiders down there, so there's absolutely no reason not to go in. Decision time. There's so many places to go. I'm not wanting an easy run. Possibly could get through there. I'm wanting something trickier. Well, that wasn't that scary, but it was nice. I enjoyed it. But as I was swimming back, I noticed a vertical shaft, because the sun was quite high, and it was really tight, really small, and it looked like it went all the way down. I could see a pool of light at the bottom. I thought, shit, this is good, but the trouble is once you're in there, you're going to be committed and you won't be able to turn around. And it might be There's nothing to turn around at the bottom. Now you're probably thinking, this is crazy, you shouldn't do that, Plucky. But it's okay, I have a backup plan. So what happens is if you can get in, you can get out. Now you'll probably say, yeah, but you got fins and weight belts and all that. That's true, but here's what you do. So pay attention. So you're going down, you're going down, you're going down, and then you get stuck or you know that there's no place to turn around. So what you do is you curl your head forward, you dump your weight belt so it flies off and it doesn't hit your mask, because you want to keep your mask on, because if it starts going blurry, you might panic, and you don't want to panic. Now, as you drop your weight belt off, you got to extend one arm and hold something down low, because as soon as you drop your weight belt, you're going to start to float, and you want to make sure you're pinned at the lowest point, because your whole body will float like a cork and you'll be able to point straight back up from the way you've come. So then you hand over hand, using the buoyancy of your wetsuit to propel you back out. Now, of course, if you can't keep your fins straight like that, which is probably the case in mine because mine are real bendy fins and they're quite long, you got to kick them off also. But then you just hand in hand over and over until you pop out backwards, out like a cork, and then you're free. Of course, you're probably minus a weight belt and your fins, but that's okay. You're alive and you live another day. Anyway, let's check this dive out. Possibly could get through there, but let's go on. Now, just as a for instance, just to let you know, just to educate you, yes, that's right, this is a learning channel. That amount of diving, well, look, there was a whole lot of other caves and I dived a whole heap of caves and I had a really, really good time. But in essence, I was in the water for about 2.5 hours. I probably dived down 70 times, and to edit that, to go through all the vast amount of footage, because I took a lot and of other caves, and then I had to sort it and then mesh it together, and there's 2 cameras and there's all out of order. It was just a nightmare. That takes about 40 or 50 hours, would you believe? Yes, I'm probably slow, but it takes a hell of a long time. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's continue with the video.
We're gonna try and get some fruit. Hopefully it's not too expensive.
Bugger me, people, we are not used to these prices at all. Far out, these prices are crazy. Keep looking, Margarida. Maybe I can touch and fondle the fruit a lot and get the vitamins that way.
Just ended up picking orange and bananas because it was the only thing that we could afford. The rest is so expensive.
But that's okay. We like oranges and bananas, so it's all good. What about you?
No, that's fine. I'll wait on a couple of
Right, where are we going?
Now we're going to direction to the yacht club, where we have anchored the boat nearby.
Scary, very scary.
Look, she's already got that devilish smile already happening.
Lord help me.
It started out with so much promise.
But don't laugh and cut my hair at the same time.
Yeah.
It gets me nervous.
Dougie, you know those guys that are bald and then they have that treatment where they get hair punctured into their skull?
Yeah, that's what I look like.
That, you look worse than that.
Come on. Come on. She's got, is the laugh turning evil or is that normal?
No, that's normal.
Peter, is this anything like the army cut you had? What?
You should wreck it more is to make it better. I think there's a physics principle in that. I think I'm going to call it the plucky principle.
Let me just stand back for a second. Stand back for a second. That's all.
It's not so uncertain as the Heisenberg principle, but it's a principle nonetheless.
Woo! I don't think that's too bad. Oh,
Really?
I'll chuck this in again. I'll survive. I'll survive. You're upset. You're upset. I'm okay with it.
I thought you were going to be. I thought you were going to take it a little harder than what you did.
No,
But
it's
that's-
not that bad.
That's what makes us different. Dougie is the better man. He's very coping in these sorts of situations. But if everyone touch these locks, I get pissed off! Especially Margarida, because she just gets stuck into me with that shaver. Last time, my goodness, she attacked me and I was an unhappy camper. What you doing, beautiful?
Mojitos. That brought some special ice from his special boat.
What's ice?
Ice, it's a cold, like really cold, strong.
I don't believe it.
hard
I
thing.
don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
You're gonna go to the beach to see the fireworks.
What's in a mojito?
So, lime, sugar, mint. Rum.
What's this for? What's that
It's
for?
to smash the limes.
Oh,
The limes.
I thought it was some personal equipment.
For your ass. We can test it out.
The joke just backfired, people. I'm gonna shut up now. Good baby. That damn Peter, he can't do the washing up. He can't do anything right. I shake his head, all I hear is a rattle. Oh, that's really good. That's better than bad sex.
These jokes are so dry.
There's
These
Dougie's
jokes
laughter in the
These-
background, if you can pay attention.
These jokes are so
What?
fun.
Almost anything's better than bad sex. He's dark.
He put his shirt over his
I
pants.
had to get ready. I got
Under
my
his
bathing
pants.
suit on in case I want to do a midnight
He has
swim.
his radio in case he loses himself.
No, because Dave is going to call me on the radio because Dave wants to come out. So I'm all prepared. I
The
got,
kid is prepared to go
I
party.
got some rum.
I got some mojitos.
It's New Year's.
Do you know when you drink sometimes you get a bit peckish? Well, Dougie's keen for seafood. And any old seafood will do. Even this poor little crab.
Are you having the munchies? Or are you
He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. See,
Munchies?
film him. He's okay. He's okay.